Kevin Costner's son's role in Horizon. Chapter 1 explained. Kevin Costner's passion project Horizon, an American Saga, hits home for him in a number of ways, not least of which is the fact that his son, Hayes Costner, has a minor role in Horizon, an American Saga. Chapter 1. The Academy Award winner has famously invested millions of his own dollars to make the epic Western movie series a reality, and Horizon's carefully selected cast of characters boasts dozens of recognizable faces. Costner's youngest son, Hayes, on the other hand, acted for the first time on the set of Horizon. Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 1 is now streaming, and is the first of what was originally intended to be 4 movies that chronicle the life and times of settlers and indigenous people in the American West in the time before, during, and after the Civil War. The struggle for wealth, health, and prosperity created decades of conflict between all those involved, and inevitably resulted in death and suffering. Hayes Costner's brief appearance in Horizon, Chapter 1 was at the center of the most explosive and violent scene in the entire movie. Hayes Costner makes his acting debut as Nathaniel Kittredge, the son of homesteaders and Horizon residents Francis, Sienna Miller, and James Kittredge. Nathaniel, or Nat as he's referred to, is roughly 15 years old, and while his screen time is limited, he is shown to be brave in facing down an older boy teasing him and his friends. He does still have the tendencies of the average 15-year-old boy, however, as he refuses to dance with his mother and fights with his sister. Nathaniel's courage is once again on display when his family's home, like the rest of Horizon, is attacked by raiding Apache warriors. Nathaniel springs into action to help his father shore up the house and dutifully fights back despite gunfire bursting through the walls and doors. Even when his father seems to lose hope and despair, Nathaniel maintains his composure and continues to defend his home and family. His bravery, unfortunately, ended up being Nathaniel Kittredge's downfall. He was sent by his father to take his mother and sister down into the escape tunnels below their home, but when the time came to get in himself, he opted instead to secure them inside and continue to fight alongside his father. In a meta moment that's quite appropriate for a character played by the son of Kevin Costner, Nathaniel's last words to his mother are, "It's all right. I'm going to be with Dad." Nathaniel and James are killed off-screen, either by the Apache or the fire that burns down their home. In an interview with Today, Costner went into detail about his experience working with his son on a movie set. While he obviously enjoyed the experience, Costner noted that he never pushed his son into acting. The veteran director implied that it's no coincidence that Nathaniel's character is brave and loyal. Speaking coyly about the character, he said, "It's what you want in a son." He also briefly addressed the potential nepotism in the casting, which is something that has certainly been a hot-button issue in American cinema of late. Costner admitted that he knows other young actors may have wanted the part, but he cast his son knowing how minor the part would end up being. Costner's own character in Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 1 is actually named after the same son that he cast in the movie. Costner plays a horse trader named Hayes Ellison, who steps into the classic Western gunslinger role for Chapter 1 despite not actually being any kind of law enforcement agent or a criminal. One of the biggest complaints about Horizon, Chapter 1 was actually that Costner's Hayes Ellison was not in the film enough. Kevin Costner may struggle to finance the final chapters of Horizon, an American Saga, after Chapter 1 failed at the box office, but he didn't miss the opportunity to include his son in the franchise. By not only casting him in a minor role, but naming one of the chief characters after him, Costner ensured that his son Hayes would have a signature in what was intended to be the storied actor-slash-director's magnum opus.